It's Monday, March 16th, and you're listening to the Stock Market Daily News Podcast, the fastest way to get up to date on yesterday's market action and the stories shaping your investing week. U.S. stocks closed lower on Friday, with the S&P 500 dropping 0.6%, the Nasdaq losing nearly 1%, and the Dow finishing down just over 0.1%. Global jitters over the Iran conflict, climbing oil prices, and weak sector performance drove another rough day for Wall Street and investors worldwide. In today's episode, we'll break down the global sell-off, how rising oil is weighing on stocks and the economy, and what investors can do amid heightened volatility. Plus, from dramatic penny stock crashes to tax-saving season strategies and the surprising resilience of Bitcoin whales, let's dive in. First, oil prices surged towards $100 a barrel last week, triggering a warning from JP Morgan. The bank said if oil stays above $90, the S&P 500 could see a correction of 10 to 15%, potentially spreading losses to international and emerging markets. JP Morgan flagged a dangerous domino effect, where high energy costs drive both higher inflation and sinking spending. For investors, that means brace for more volatility and watch how energy and consumer stocks react if oil keeps climbing. Meanwhile, the market rout continues to spread beyond the U.S. Indian stocks posted their third straight loss Friday, with the Nifty tumbling almost 500 points, down more than 2% for the day, and the Sensex off by nearly 1,500 points. Metals, auto, and financials led the declines, while the volatility index, India VIX, jumped 5%, signaling investor fear is near its highest since the conflict began. Analysts advise caution. The market trend remains weak, and technical oversold signals haven't yet brought the bargain hunters back in force. For stock pickers, this environment has been especially brutal for small-cap and penny stocks. Over the last 2 weeks, 15 penny stocks in India nosedived by as much as 55%, with names like SRU Steels and Sufa Pharmacom each losing more than 30%. High volatility and thin trading volumes have made these stocks particularly vulnerable to sharp corrections. For investors, that's a stark reminder low-price stocks can carry outsized risks during turbulent markets. But there's a silver lining for investors hunting for smart tax moves before the end of India's financial year. After 34 lakh crore rupees in market cap vanished this month, some are turning to tax harvesting, selling loss-making stocks now to offset capital gains and reduce upcoming tax bills. Experts say you can use those realized losses to offset both short-term and long-term gains this year or carry them forward for up to 8 years. For those with recent winners, partial selling that fits within exemption limits can also cut your tax due. Just remember, tax moves are helpful, but don't lose sight of your portfolio goals. Finally, in the world of crypto, Bitcoin whales are quietly buying again as prices consolidate near $71,000. According to data from Santiment, wallets holding between 10 and 10,000 Bitcoins increased their share to just over 68% of total supply, a positive reversal after some recent whale selling. Historical trends suggest a lasting bottom could be near only if retail investors start selling as well, so watch for shifts in sentiment among everyday traders. To recap, the S&P 500 closed at 6632, the Dow at 46,558, and the Nasdaq at 22,105. Volatility is up sharply, oil risks are weighing on stocks, and technicals remain weak. This week, investors will be tracking further headlines out of the Middle East, fresh economic data on inflation and employment, and any signals from central banks on rate cuts. Make sure to subscribe, follow us for your daily market roundups, and visit our website for more in-depth coverage. Stay informed, invest with confidence.